Good evening, everyone. My name is John Caggiano, and I'm the Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction and Assessment here in Hampton City Schools. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to Hampton City Schools' annual Academic Excellence Banquet. At this time, before we go any further, I would ask for you to join me in another round of applause for the Hampton City Schools Jazz Ensemble, led under the direction of Mr. Scott Snyder. Thank you all for taking the time out of your schedule and for sharing your talents with us this evening. We appreciate it. I'd like to begin this evening by introducing some guests who are in attendance. We'll begin with members from the Hampton City School Board. Mr. Jason Samuels, our School Board Chair. Mrs. Ann Stevens-Cherry, our School Board Vice Chair. Ms. Phyllis Henry. Ms. Henry's. Mrs. Martha Mugler. Mr. Joe Kilgore. Dr. Reginald Woodhouse. And our student liaison, Tiffany Pereira. Other guests in attendance this evening, Mayor Donnie Tuck, Vice Mayor Linda Curtis. This evening we're also expecting to join us Councilman Hobb and Councilwoman Chris Need. The last round of guests I'd like to introduce this evening, members of our division leadership team. Will begin with our Superintendent of Hampton City Schools, Dr. Jeffrey Smith. Ms. Susie Scott, our Deputy Superintendent for Operations and Support. Dr. Donna Woods, Executive Director of School Leadership. Dr. Raymond Haynes, Executive Director of School Leadership. Dr. Anita Owens, also Executive Director of School Leadership. Dr. Cynthia Cooper, Executive Director of Research, Planning, and Evaluation. Ms. Robin Ruth, Executive Director of Human Resources. Ms. Diana Galata, Executive Director of Public Relations and Marketing. And Mrs. Ann Bain, our Director of Community and Legislative Relations. To our guests, certainly thank you for being here in attendance this evening in support of our honorees. And to the parents, family members, and friends of our honorees in attendance this evening, thank you for your continued support of this fine group of scholars. Students, tonight we're here to honor you for your outstanding academic accomplishments. You'll be recognized for your academic performance, be it your GPA, your standing in your class, or your performance on the SAT. As I reflect on what it takes to merit this level of recognition tonight, for those new to this event, I believe you'll leave here feeling motivated and inspired as you listen to the success stories from this accomplished group of students. Each year, I continue to be impressed and amazed by the academic accomplishments and talents of our students. Students, I think about all the time you have devoted, your commitment to excellence, the strategic approach you've taken to accomplishing your goals up until now, the choices you have made thus far in your lives, and the bright futures ahead for each of you. Congratulations on your success to date. As the late educator, great educator, Marva Collins used to say, success doesn't come to you, you go to it. The students, thank you for leading by example, and I hope that you enjoy this evening and the well-deserved recognition. At this time, I would like to ask Ankush Homerik Dut, this year's co-valedictorian at Hampton High School, to come forward to give the invocation.
Hello, everyone.
Today, I stand in one of the many thresholds of my life,
ready to start college on the West Coast, where I have no family or friends. I'm thinking back to the many things I learned growing up. One of these values that I incorporated into my life is to always accept people with different beliefs and lifestyles. So since we are a group of people here today with various faiths, we all hopefully agree that the one aspect that unifies us all is the realization that each one of us is extremely fortunate. We are with friends and family, wearing fancy clothes, about to eat a wonderful meal in a peaceful environment. There are many youth our age all over the world who do not get to celebrate these occasions because of poverty, special needs, or war. Let us all make a decision to hope at least one person in our lives who is not as fortunate as us. Now, with that being said, congratulations to everyone for being selected to attend this banquet. Each one of you has put in hard work and shown academic excellence over the past year in order to celebrate this evening. Let us now bow our heads in meditation, reflection, or prayer. We ask you, God, for your strength and blessings for the next journey in our lives, whether it is to finish high school with many more achievements to come, or to experience an entirely new setting at college next year. Thank you for the blessings in our lives and the chance to come together tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ankush, and at this time, dinner is served.
Good evening, students, family members, friends, teachers, and Hampton City School administrative staff. As chairman of the Hampton School Board, I bring you greetings on the board's behalf. Please know that I consider it a privilege and an honor to be here to help celebrate this monumental occasion. I know how hard you have worked and the sacrifices you, your parents, and teachers have made. NASA astronaut Ronald McNair once said, "Whether or not you reach your goals in life depends entirely on how well you prepare for them and how badly you want them." I firmly believe that I am standing in the presence of future leaders. You are preparing to be the next school board members, teachers, managers, lawyers, doctors, engineer, entrepreneur, and perhaps even the President of the United States of America. Take pride in your considerable young achievements, the fruits of hard work and dedication on your part and that of your teachers, parents, and mentors. Now we have accomplished that success. I need to warn you, the hard work is not over. In fact, it will continue the rest of your life. Former Daily Press CEO Dig B. Solomon often said, and I quote, "Your mission in life, one I hope you will embrace with enthusiasm and optimism, is to never stop working and never stop changing. Nothing else will be required if you are to succeed in a world that will always be rapidly evolving in ways you cannot predict." There's a saying that shift happens every minute, every second. And I encourage you not to rest on your laurels. Do not rest on your laurels, because if you rest on your laurels, on your journey, on your life's journey, standing on the highway just coasting, you know what is going to happen, students? You're going to be run over by someone else who is smarter than you, who is faster than you, who is more encouraged than you. So once again, do not rest on your laurels, and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Samuels, for sharing those words of wisdom. As we move on to the next portion of the program, I'm pleased to introduce someone who has certainly not rested on her laurels. Our guest speaker tonight, Amaria Faith Sledge, is a proud daughter of Mr. Leonard Sledge and Dr. Tiffany Porter Sledge. She graduated from Bethel High School as a salutatorian of the class of 2016. Amaria is a rising sophomore at Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia, where she is majoring in biology, pre-med, and minoring in public health. While in high school, Amaria dedicated her time to studies, peer mentoring, and tutoring, and was an active participant in Bethel High School's various music ensembles. In her time at Bethel, Amaria chartered a mentoring program and worked as a research associate at Norfolk State University's Center for Materials Science, where her project sought to better understand the properties of metamaterials and how they function in relation to light. During her first year, this year, at Spelman College, Amaria was sure to maintain a high standard of academic excellence. She made the dean's list for the fall and spring semesters and has a cumulative GPA already of 3.83. Just recently, she was inducted into the Spelman chapter of Alpha Lambda Delta First Year Honor Society and is a member of the National Society of Collegiate Scholars. Still keeping close ties to music, Amaria works as an administrative assistant for the world-renowned Spelman College Glee Club, planning events and assisting Glee Club executive board members with day-to-day tasks. Among all of her scholarly work at Spelman, Amaria is also sure to be an active member of the Spelman College in Atlanta communities. She's maintained membership in the Spelman chapter of the National Council for Negro Women and the Ethel Waldell Get the Honors program. And in these past 2 semesters, Amaria has also worked on 2 Habitat for Humanity women's builds, worked as a volunteer at the PCOS Challenge Symposium hosted at Georgia Institute for Technology, and volunteered at the Spelman College Museum of Fine Arts as a museum ambassador. After attending and volunteering at that symposium, she began to work closely with Delegate Marcia Price, who represents the 95th District here in the House of Virginia Delegates, to pass a resolution where September would be recognized as Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome Awareness Month in the state of Virginia. On February 14, 2017, both houses of the Virginia Assembly passed the resolution, and Amaria has also maintained service with her high school during this time. She's been working on a series of videos to help current calculus students with their homework and test preparation. Even though Amaria has only completed her first year at Spelman College, she looks forward to maintaining her service to Bethel, Spelman, and the community. She plans to pursue her MPH and also enter medical school in an MD PhD program that focuses on reproduction endocrinology. She lives by the words of Dr. Mae Jemison, "Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations." She's only a freshman. She's accomplished quite a bit already, and she's got a lot left to offer in this world. Please join me in welcoming Amaria Sledge to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Oh, come on. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. First, I'd like to express my sincerest gratitude for the opportunity to speak tonight. I was elated when I found out that I got the call from Dr. Woods, where she extended the invitation to come and speak, and I accepted without hesitation. I love that I had the opportunity to come home and come back to my roots and hopefully impart some knowledge to not just the students, but to everyone that's present tonight. Completing my first year of my post-secondary education was no easy feat, but it was made easier when I kept in mind all the principles I learned while in high school. I'm thankful for the life lessons my parents have taught me from an early age, as well as the lessons I learned in school on my own and with the help of caring teachers and friends. But as we all probably know, learning doesn't stop after high school. I've learned more lessons in my first year of college than I have in all 4 years of high school. And these lessons aren't strictly academic, although you get plenty of those, trust me when I say that. But the most important lessons I have learned are the ones that I can apply to both life and academics. And my hope is that you take heed to what I have to say so that you don't have to learn the hard way. Some of the best lessons, as we know, are learned by hearing a story, so it's story time. At the age of 7, I was determined that I would do something that involved medicine, brains to be specific, no matter how difficult it would be. As I grew older, I figured out that I wanted to be a neurosurgeon. I then realized, after watching a few seasons of Grey's Anatomy, that maybe neurosurgery wasn't for me. I turned to neuro-oncology after reading an article about connections between instances of lead poisoning and brain cancers once the water crisis in Flint, Michigan began. I graduated from high school and entered college, keeping my focus on becoming the leading scientist in neurological cancer research. It sounded nice at the time. I had all the classes that I needed in order to complete my first semester as a biology major, and I was determined that I wouldn't change my mind about my major or my future career. Sadly, I couldn't take all STEM classes like I wanted. Spelman likes, all their students to be very well-rounded. So I had to take an English composition class as a general education requirement, and English is not my forte. I had no clue that one class, not even STEM related, could change my life so much. My composition professor gave us a task of writing a paper about ideal careers, so naturally I wrote about neuro-oncology. I researched the projected job outlook, the salary, where most neuro-oncology jobs were located, and the whole time I wrote the paper, I found that the topic didn't excite me as much as I thought it would, but nevertheless, I wrote. I got a good grade on that paper, but did not feel passionate about the topic at all, and that was a red flag for me. I thought, maybe neuro-oncology or neuro-anything isn't for me, and at that moment I freaked out. Now, disclaimer, when I freak out, I get really stressed about everything. And to help ease my mind, I did any and everything to take my mind off my future career path. So I decided to volunteer almost every weekend to distract myself. And one of my first volunteer efforts was at the Polycystic Ovarian Syndrome, or PCOS, symposium held at Georgia Institute for Technology, which I chose because I wanted to help others and learn more about this disease that I have. I had no intention of becoming so passionate about PCOS. I just wanted answers regarding my condition. I found that I was extremely passionate about PCOS, reproductive health, and advocacy for both. I was then determined to turn this newfound passion into a career and lifestyle. And as a result, I discovered reproductive endocrinology. And ever since making that decision, I've never been happier. My apologies for droning on, and hopefully you get something out of this story. Like in all stories, there is a moral. And if you didn't see it, that's okay, because this is the part of the story where the hero goes back and reflects on what they learned. I learned that plans are subject to change, and that's perfectly okay. Everyone tells us that we need to know what we want to do with our lives when no one can possibly know at our age. I mean, I'm 19 and I'm only just now thinking that I'm figuring out what I want to do with my life. I want you to explore all your options and keep your mind open to all the possibilities presented to you. That doesn't mean that you can't have a goal, though, because you should. You should have a goal of some kind in mind and know that the journey to get to that goal is subject to shift. And even as the plan shifts, the goal itself may shift. You'll be thankful in the end that you didn't rule everything out, because as you start to figure out what you really want, you'll start to figure out who you really are and who you really want to become. And that's what life after high school is really about. And as the great Dr. Maya Angelou said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amaria. We appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to join us, and we look forward to celebrating future successes with you. At this time, I will turn the program over to Dr. Donna Woods, Executive Director of School Leadership, who will move forward with the student recognitions portion of our program this evening. Dr. Woods.
Thank you, Dr. Caggiano. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we will honor our scholars for their academic accomplishments. And I will tell you, after meeting and working with many of your children, that we can look forward to some bright futures because we have, and I will introduce to some and present to others, some very impressive young people tonight. To our students assembled here this evening, our school leaders, community leaders who want to applaud you for your commitment and your hard work to reach the milestones you have so far. As Dr. Caggiano mentioned earlier, we will celebrate our students who are ranked first and second in their respective classes, as well as our seniors who have scored the highest on the SAT or ACT. I did want to let you know that the College Board made some changes to the content, format, and scoring of the SAT. It somewhat scored like the parents took it a long time ago. It went back to 2 subtests. But the redesigned SAT prioritizes content that reflects the kind of reading and math that students will see in college and in their future work lives. So the SAT now ranges between 400 to 1,600. If you remember last year, we were talking about scores close to 2,400. So this year, 400 to 1,600. So I'll call each scholar to the front to receive the Hampton City Schools Academic Award presented by our superintendent. If you would please come forward, Dr. Smith, and our school board chairman, Mr. Jason Samuels. We also have with us this evening, from the home of academic excellence, Mr. Ralph Saunders. And from Hampton High School, where the legacy of greatness continues, Mrs. Tiffany Hardy. And from the home where everyday greatness is the expectation, Mr. Jeff Mordecai. And from Phoebus High School, using every minute of the day to show our greatness, Dr. Mark Hudson. Our first honorees of this evening are from the freshman class of each high school, the amazing class of 2020. They're off to a great start in high school. The number 2 position, Kecoughtan High School, is shared this year. We will begin with Megan Geith. Megan? Megan has a grade point average of 4.34. She's an extraordinary student who has proven her abilities as a student and a leader among her peers. She is described as confident, trustworthy, and an independent thinker. Megan is a member of Keyettes, softball, the sailing team, and she also participates in the youth group at her church. Congratulations, Megan. And from Kecoughtan, Bayo Wen. Grade point average of 4.34. He's involved in the Kecoughtan High School French Club and the YMCA swim team. He has been inducted in the French Honor Society, and he holds his lifeguard certification, so he'll be busy this summer. Congratulations, Bayo. Is Devon Young with us this evening? We were uncertain if he could make it. Okay, continuing with the class of 2020, we recognize the number 1 ninth grade student at Bethel High School, Caitlin Young. Caitlin has a grade point average of 4.43. She's a member of the Bruins cross-country track and field, as well as the girls' soccer teams. and cross country with a district time of 15.52, Caitlin qualified for regionals in the 2-mile event. Caitlin enjoys taking rigorous courses in preparation for the engineering strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. Congratulations, Caitlin. Avery McKnight. Avery holds the spot of #1 in the 9th grade class at Hampton High School with a grade point average of 4.39. Avery is enrolled in the Hampton City Schools Pre-International Baccalaureate program. She participates in sailing, varsity swim, French, and Latin clubs. She's been honored as a Hampton City Schools Citizen of the Month, and she enjoys playing the piano. Congratulations, Avery. Holding the #1 position at Kecoughtan High School in the 9th grade is Mary Catherine Campbell. Mary Catherine has a grade point average of 4.39. Mary Catherine is also a member of the Latin Club and the Warrior Tennis Team. She's also a member of the Rose and Sword Academy of the Irish Dance. She aspires to attend the College of William and Mary to study medicine. Congratulations, Mary Catherine. And rounding out our class of 2020 recognitions, #1 in the 9th grade class at Phoebus High School is Maya Bombach. Maya. She has a grade point average of 4.43. She's involved in varsity tennis, participated in the Model United Nations, and volunteers at Centera Careplex. She consistently makes the All-A honor roll. She plans to pursue physics and attend medical school. Congratulations, Maya. And now the class of 2019, our sophomores. We have 2 Bruins who are ranked #2 in the class of 2019. We will begin with Allison Miller. Allison has a 4.31 grade point average and is passionate about music. She listens to country, reggae, and classic rock. She enjoys reading various types of poetry. Allison is a member of the Bethel varsity softball and field hockey teams. She enjoys helping people and plans to pursue a career in forensic psychology. Congratulations, Allison. Also ranked #2 at Bethel High School, Amaya Shahata. Amaya enjoys playing the piano. She was recently accepted into an online programming club where she partners with students around the world learning module game coding. She will be the first child in her family to attend college, where she plans to prepare as a surgeon. Congratulations, Amaya. Jake Schreckengost, #2, Hampton High School sophomore. Jake has a grade point average of 4.4. He's enrolled in the Hampton City Schools Pre-International Baccalaureate program. He's also a member of Chrome and the engineering clubs. In his spare time, he enjoys being a fitness enthusiast. Congratulations, Jake. Number 2 in the 9th grade at Phoebus High School is Devon Young. Devon has a grade point average of 4.38. Devon is a proud Phantom who has maintained AB honor roll throughout his entire academic career. He volunteers his time at the Cat Corner No-Kill Cat Shelter and enjoys swimming and tennis. Devon loves to read so much that he spends his days reading if he can get his hands on enough books. That's a man after my own heart. Devon Young. Brother and sister Hope and Matthew Stumpf not only share the same last name, they also share the rank of number 2 in the Kecoughtan High School 10th grade class with a grade point average of 4.52. We will begin with Hope. Hope is the president of the sophomore class. She also participates in the Scholastic Bowl and the junior varsity field hockey teams. She is a member of Youth in Government, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. Congratulations, Hope. And now Matthew Stumpf, also with a 4.5 GPA. Matthew is vice president of the sophomore class and is a member of the Warrior Symphonic Band and also made all-district symphonic band. He participates in Youth in Government, Scholastic Bowl, varsity volleyball, and recreational league soccer. Matthew is a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society as well as the Spanish Honor Society. Congratulations, Matthew. From Phoebus High School, we recognize Hannah Austin. Hannah has a 4.2 grade point average as number 2 in the 10th grade class. Hannah is a creative young lady who enjoys drawing, dancing, and writing poetry. She is a member of the Morning Star Baptist Church Choir and is a self-taught dancer. You will definitely find Hannah showing her Phantom pride, cheering on her team as a member of the cheerleading team. Family is very important to Hannah, and she has a strong interest in learning about different cultural experiences. Her career aspirations are graphic design and animation production. Congratulations, Hannah. The number 1 position in the sophomore class at Bethel High School is shared this year. We will begin with Alex Kwong. Alex has a 4.35 grade point average. He enjoys playing soccer, the piano, and video games. Currently, he's participating in NASA's engineering online program in preparation for the engineering strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. Congratulations. Got to get the photo op right here. There we go. Congratulations, Alex. Emily Paulette. Emily also has a grade point average of 4.35 and believes extracurricular activities are essential to the high school experience. She is Bethel's captain of the girls' swim team and field hockey goalie. She enjoys hanging out with her friends and is eager to conquer the 100 Pelican Snowball Challenge. I'm with you there, Emily. Congratulations, Emily. Chloe Smith. Chloe is being recognized as the #1 student in the Crabber class of 2019 with a 4.43 grade point average. Chloe is enrolled in the Hampton City Schools Pre-International Baccalaureate Program and is a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society and the Hampton High School Chrome Club. Congratulations, Chloe. Zachary Stumpf of Kecoughtan High School. Zachary is being recognized as the #1 student in the sophomore class with a grade point average of 4.53. Yes, the 3 Stumpf siblings have taken over the sophomore class at Kecoughtan High School. Zachary is a sophomore class president council representative. He plays on the Warrior varsity volleyball team and plays recreational league soccer. Zachary is a member of the Scholastic Bowl, Youth in Government, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. Congratulations, Zachary. #1 in the Phoebus High School class of 2019 is Richard Cordner. Richard has a grade point average of 4.3. He's a talented musician, and you'll often hear him play at the American Theater in Phoebus. He has performed in Memphis and Nashville playing the guitar. Ricky is second-year robotics team member and a Phoebus golf and sailing team member. He's also a longtime member of St. Joseph's Catholic Church. Congratulations, Richard. And now, our top-ranking students from the class of 2018. #2 in the Hampton High School class of 2018 is E. Lang Jung. E has a grade point average of 4.47 and is an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate, a member of the Spanish Club, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, National Honor Society, Science Honor Society, and he also volunteers for the Habitat for Humanity. Congratulations, E. And the #2 position, Kecoughtan High School for the class of 2018, is shared. We will begin with Fiona Chow. Fiona has a grade point average of 4.5. She's also a member of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society, of which she is the secretary. Her plans are to major in business or economics and attend the University of Virginia in the fall of 2018. Congratulations, Fiona. Sharing the #2 rank at Kecoughtan High School is Claire Nelson. Claire attends the Biological Sciences strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She has participated in Youth in Government, the Warrior Marching Band, and is a member of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, holding leadership positions in all 3. Claire is a member of the National Honor Society, Science National Honor Society, Model General Assembly, Model Judiciary Program, Principals Advising and Consulting Team, and she's attended conferences on national affairs, Rho Kappa, the French Honor Society, Leo Club, Newspaper Club, and the Christopher Newport University Math Contest Team. Congratulations, Claire. And #2 in the Phoebus High School junior class is Angela Garris. Angela has a grade point average of 4.39. She's part of the Phoebus High School Key Club and National Honor Society. She's the captain of the Phantom volleyball team and a member of the tennis team. Angela serves in her church youth choir and is an usher. She also enjoys playing the guitar, singing, and reading. Congratulations, Angela. Number 1 in the 11th grade class at Bethel High School is Raya Yadego. Rawa has a grade point average of 4.51. Rawa is a go-getter, always willing to embrace new challenges. She's in the biological sciences strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She leads the Bruin Flute section and debates current and future political issues with the Model United Nations team. Rawa plans to earn a PhD in medical research. Congratulations, Rawa. Melinda Nelson. Melinda is being recognized as the #1 student in the junior class of Hampton High School with a grade point average of 4.48. Melinda is an international baccalaureate diploma candidate who participates in gymnastics, scholastic bowl, and key club. She is the president of the Spanish club and a member of the junior class, the Spanish Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the Art Honor Society. Congratulations, Melinda. And #1 in the Kecoughtan Warrior Junior class is Shannon Hepp. Shannon has a grade point average of 4.55. She's in the scientific programming strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She's also enrolled at Thomas Nelson Community College, where she will receive her associate's degree in computer science upon completion of high school. Shannon is an active member of the National Honor Society, National French Honor Society, Delta Mu Iota Honor Society, National Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, and the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. She's heavily involved in Girl Scouts of America and established a food garden at her church to feed the less fortunate. Shannon has received numerous awards for her research and volunteer efforts, including President Obama's Volunteer Service Award and Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth High Honors Award. Congratulations, Shannon. Noah Easter. Noah is the #1 student in the junior class of Phoebus High School with a grade point average of 4.4. Noah has been on the Phoebus High School robotics team during his entire high school academic career. He is a National Honor Society member. He played varsity tennis and volunteers at the Virginia Air and Space Center. He plans to pursue mechanical engineering at Old Dominion University in the fall of 2018. Congratulations, Noah. We will now recognize seniors from each high school for their outstanding SAT and ACT scores. Beginning with Phoebus High School, we congratulate Josiah Landrum. I do want to mention that Josiah plans to pursue being an engineer in the United States Navy and serve our country. So congratulations to him. Our next honoree, Josiah Glob, attends the home of everyday greatness, Kecoughtan High School. Joshua. Joshua has a 4.47 grade point average and scored 32 on the ACT. Joshua is in the culminating year of the engineering physics strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. He is known for his creativity and dedication to research. He has a strong academic background and an infectious personality. His eloquence and warm personality, along with his strong work ethic, make him a leader amongst his peers. Joshua will become a member of Hokie Nation, attending Virginia Tech in the fall. Congratulations, Joshua. Also hailing from the home of everyday greatness is Victoria Hill. Victoria has a 4.46 grade point average and a 33 ACT score. Victoria shows her warrior pride through her membership in the National Honor Society, DECA, varsity field hockey, and varsity diving. She is a people-to-people ambassador and is a participant in the James Madison University Honors Institute. Victoria will attend a university steeped in rich tradition as she becomes a Gamecock at the University of South Carolina in the fall. Congratulations, Victoria. Rohan Hobbs of Phoebus High School. Rohan has a 3.73 grade point average and scored 1,200 on her SAT. She has volunteered at the Virginia Air and Space Center as a student ambassador and fosters kittens, helping them socialize and grow. Rohan has an interest in creating visual arts, reading, and writing. Another Hokie attending Virginia Tech in the fall to study animal and poultry science. Congratulations, Rohan. Also using every minute of their day to show her greatness is Phantom Samara Silver. Samara has a grade point average of 3.92 and an SAT score of 1230 and an ACT score of 25. She is in the biological science strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology, preparing for a career as a neonatologist. She is a member of the Spanish Club, Key Club, FCCLA, and head manager of the Phantom Marching Band. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the National Society of High School Scholars. Samara will don the red, white, and blue as a bison, attending Howard University in the fall, pursuing degrees in biology and psychology. Congratulations. Continuing with the Phantoms of Phoebus High School, Dakota McGill. Dakota has a 1240 SAT score, and he's well-rounded and a hard-working young man who has maintained a full-time job while attending school. He passes the time with writing and producing music, spoken word, and long-distance running. Dakota will be leaving this summer for basic training with the United States Navy. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you for your service. Hunter Lawrence of Phoebus High School. Hunter has a grade point average of 4.31, a 1260 SAT, and an ACT of 23. Hunter is in the Project Lead the Way program at Phoebus High School and is OSHA and MT1 certified. Commitment and hard work in the robotics team have prepared him to be the team's lead programmer. Hunter is also a student in the computer science strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. His hobbies include participating in game development contests, sailing, and playing soccer. Hunter will head to a town that bleeds maroon and orange as he becomes a Hokie studying at Virginia Tech in the fall. Congratulations, Hunter. From the home of academic excellence, Bethel High School, we recognize Jordan Piggott. Jordan has a 4.2 grade point average and a 1290 SAT score and an ACT score of 27. Jordan is in the Biological Sciences strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She enjoys volunteering in the community, playing field hockey, and spending time with her family. Jordan has been awarded the Presidential Scholarship from Virginia Tech. A scholar like Jordan is awarded such from Virginia Tech upon showing persistence and commitment to academic excellence. Jordan will major in pre-med at Hokie Nation in the fall. Congratulations, Jordan. Hampton High School's Precious Nagaku is recognized for her 1300 SAT. Precious has a grade point average of 4.14. She's an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate. She has participated in the Scholastic Bowl and the Hampton University Summer Nano Program. Precious will join those who are changing the world as she attends Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute in the fall. Congratulations, Precious. Lauren Gumbert of Bethel High School. Lauren is recognized for her 1300 SAT score and ACT score of 26. She has a 4.18 grade point average. She also helps produce Bethel's Polaris literary magazine by writing poetry and stories and assisting with the magazine's layout. Additionally, she participates in the Poetry Slam Festival, allowing her the opportunity to share her views on bullying and other teen issues. Lauren is looking forward to attending Virginia Tech in the fall, where she plans to major in architectural design. DeAndre Watkins of Bethel High School. DeAndre has a 1330 SAT score and a 4.09 grade point average. DeAndre plays the violin in the youth orchestra at Liberty Baptist Church. DeAndre is a competitive video gamer and will attend one of the leading biomedical teaching and research veterinary colleges as he heads off to the Virginia, Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine in the fall. Congratulations, DeAndre. We now take a trip back to Crabberland and recognize Ala Issa. Ala scored 1370 SAT and has a 4.56 grade point average. Ala is an International Baccalaureate candidate who participates in the Scholastic Bowl and the Battle of the Brains. She is a Coca-Cola Scholar, one of 150 national finalists out of 36,000 applicants. She will attend a renowned university where Dwight D. Eisenhower served as the 13th president, but resigned in 1953 when he was elected president of these United States. Ala will be a Lion in the fall, attending Columbia University. Continuing with a legacy of excellence is Mackenzie Grimm of Hampton High. Mackenzie has a 1400 SAT and a 4.57 grade point average. Mackenzie is also an International Baccalaureate Diploma candidate. She participates on the Scholastic Bowl team with the Battle of the Brains. Mackenzie attended the National Youth Leadership Conferences on Political Science and National Security and was a people-to-people ambassador. She coaches gymnastics during the summer and is the 2014, 2015, and 2016 gymnastics state champion. Mackenzie plans to attend Georgetown University in the fall. Go Hoyas! Laurel Hunter of Hampton High. Laurel is recognized for her 1420 SAT score. She has a 4.22 grade point average, and she's in the scientific programming strand at the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She's the editor of the Seafarer Literary Magazine, president of the Hampton High Gay Straight Alliance. She received the National Center for Women and Information Technology Outstanding Woman in Computing Award and the Tidewater Regional Science Fair Regional Excellence Award. Laurel will join the Tigers attending Rochester Institute of Technology in the fall. Congratulations, Laurel. Kecoughtan warrior Grace Holloway. Grace is being recognized for her impressive 1440 SAT score and 34 ACT score. Grace has a 4.51 grade point average and is in the Biological Sciences strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the National Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, Youth in Action, the choir, and the sailing team. Grace plans to attend one of the public Ivy schools, the College of William and Mary. Hampton crabber Khalil Russell. Khalil has an impressive 1440 SAT score. He has a 4.4 grade point average and attends the Governor's School for Science and Technology. He leads the senior class, the marching band, and serves as the role of class president and drum major. He is the treasurer of the Tri-M Music Honor Society, member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Chrome Club, and Scholastic Bowl. Congratulations, Khalil. And now, we salute our salutatorians for the class of 2017. Bethel High School salutatorian, Gabriella Coronado. Gabriella has a grade point average of 4.42 and an SAT score of 1160. Gabriella earned the Bethel Outstanding Mathematics and Social Studies Student Awards, as well as the Outstanding Senior Academic Award. Gabriella is not only a scholar and an athlete. Along with tutoring her peers, Gabriella volunteers at elementary field days and at the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter, helping young children whenever she can. She also coaches local Little League softball team. As a Bruin, Gabriella loves to play softball, act, and write. She's reminded by her parents to smile and show off prior to every softball game. It is a reminder to her to not only play with her heart, but also to have fun for the love of the game, for the love of the game. Her motto is Veni, Vidi, Vici, which means I came, I saw, I conquered. Gabriella selected to attend the College of William and Mary as a Dean Scholar. where she will major in physics. She intends to pursue a career as a mechanical engineer. Congratulations, Gabriella. The salutatorian for Hampton High School class of 2017 is Tiara Padilla. Tiara is graduating with a grade point average of 4.60 and an SAT score of 1350. Tiara is an international baccalaureate diploma candidate. She participates in the Scholastic Bowl and Battle of the Brains. She is also the vice president of the Spanish Honor Society, a member of the Crabber varsity soccer team, Hampton High Choir, the Spanish Club, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society. She also serves as the treasurer of the Tri-M Music Honor Society. She also serves as her community through volunteering with Habitat for Humanities and the Hampton Home Repair Blitz, Calvary Church Daycare, Immaculate Conception Catholic Church Soup Kitchens. She will be attending the Georgetown University in the fall as a Hoya. Congratulations, Tiara. She will be on a pre-med track as she pursues her goal to serve as a pediatrician. Congratulations. Kecoughtan's salutatorian for the class of 2017 is Peter Capriati. Peter has a grade point average of 4.57, a SAT score of 1410, and an impressive score of 31 on the ACT. He's received several awards, and notably the highest grade in class award for AP World History, AP Spanish, and AP Computer Science. In addition, he's received the Kecoughtan High School Lamp of Honor and holds several academic awards in the academic letter. Peter is a member of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa Honor Society, English Honor Society, and Spanish Honor Society. He's an active member of Youth in Government, Model UN, Scholastic Bowl, and Forensics. Peter will don the orange and blue as he plans to attend the University of Virginia in the fall, majoring in computer science. Congratulations, Peter. And the salutatorian for Phoebus High School, Amira Aduma. Amira has a grade point average of 4.36, an 1100 SAT score, and 23 on the ACT. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Phoebus Phantom Track Team. She also serves to mentor 9th grade students and works with youth at Calvary Community Church. Amira is an excellent athlete scholar. She has broke local, state, and national track records. Also, while volunteering her time to work with AAU track teams. Her goal is to become a physical therapist. In November, we all gathered at Phoebus High School. Amira kept us all guessing as to which college she would sign with. I attended The Ohio State University for my master's, so I was kind of hoping for the Buckeyes there. But Amira announced where she felt most at home, which was the University of Illinois, where she will major in kinesiology. Congratulations, Amira. And now, for the valedictorians of the class of 2017. Bethel High School's valedictorian, Ashley Orgain. Ashley has a cumulative grade point average of 4.46, SAT score of 1320, and 30 composite on the ACT. This impressive Bruin is a scholar, a writer, a director, and a performer. Ashley has received numerous awards, including Early College Scholar, Outstanding Mathematics, Foreign Language, Advanced Placement, and Senior Academic Awards. Serving as the president of the National Honor Society, Ashley has also led Bethel's International Thespian Troupe Number 290 as the president. Outside of school, she trains in English-style equestrian horseback riding, where she practices flat work and jumping for shows. In addition, she helps show children how to do that and how to care for horses. Ashley will attend the alma mater of our great nation, the College of William and Mary, where she will major in theater and minor in marketing. Congratulations, Ashley. The Hampton High Crabbers have 2 students sharing the rank of number 1 in the senior class with a grade point average of 4.62. We will begin with Ankush Humrick Dutt, who provided our invitation. Ankush has an SAT score of 1530. He balances his academics between Hampton High School and the engineering strand of the Governor's School for Math, Science, and Technology. He is the captain of the Crabbers Scholastic Bowl team and a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, forensics team, and soccer team. He serves as the treasurer of the German Club and the Community Builders Network. Ankush has a superb spatial intelligence, as he is ranked number 1 for speed solving of the Rubik's Cube in the state of Virginia. It's very impressive to watch. We saw a video last night as our great city honored Ankush and the other vowels in Sal, and he can speed solve in an average of 9.24 seconds. Those superb spatial intelligence skills will come in handy as Ankush will attend California Institute of Technology in the fall, where he will major in computational and applied mathematics with a minor in computer science. Congratulations, Ankush. Hunter Thompson is currently studying in Germany. We have young people attending colleges all the way out west, east, north, and south, and we have young people actually overseas as part of the Congress of Bundestag Youth Exchange Program, where Hunter represents the United States of America. Hunter has a 1450 SAT score. He is an Eagle Scout and a member of the Crabber soccer team. Hunter attended the 2015 residential summer Governor's School for French Language Immersion and held a summer 2016 internship at the Jefferson Lab. Hunter is a 2017 Questbridge Scholar, matched to attend the University of Chicago, and I want you to listen to this, with full tuition, room, board, supplies, spending stipend, and travel expenses. I encourage our underclassmen to go to questbridge.com to learn how to connect our nation's brightest students with some of the leading institutions of higher education. Hunter's parents are also here tonight. If you parents want to network with them to find out how to become a Questbridge Scholar, I would recommend that. And I would definitely like for both parents to stand to be recognized. They're here on behalf of Hunter, but we certainly want to, and I think take photos with both of you. Please come and take photos. With both parents. We've got to send this to Hunter. Last night, Mrs. Thompson was unapologetic about being a helicopter parent, and that's what it takes in order for your child to have a 1450 and to also be a co-valedictorian. Then that's what we need to do, be helicopter parents. And so they're both here tonight, and we want to send these photos to Hunter while he is in Germany representing the United States of America as a student, and we're so proud of him. The class of 2017 valedictorian for Kecoughtan High School is Caitlin Herman. Caitlin is graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.59 and a 1250 SAT score. Caitlin is a member of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, the National Honor Society, and the Spanish Honor Society. She's an active member of the Community Presbyterian Church and the Warrior Varsity Field Hockey Team, of which she is the team captain. Caitlin also engages in volunteering and community service work with the Salvation Army and the Relay for Life. Both have provided her with an opportunity to continually engage with her community and give back to others. Caitlin will be joining the Cavaliers as she attends the University of Virginia in the fall, majoring in pre-medicine. Congratulations, Caitlin. And the valedictorian of Phoebus Phantoms class of 2017 is Michael Hendrickson. Michael has a 4.57 grade point average, 1450 SAT score, and ACT composite score of 30. Michael is enrolled in Phantom's IDEA Academy and attends the engineering strand of the Governor's School for Science and Technology. He is a team leader for the award-winning Phoebus High School robotics team, and he's participated in a number of events showcasing the team's robots from previous years. Michael is also a member of Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, president of the National Honor Society, and plays for the Phoebus High School soccer team. Talk about well-rounded. During the summer, Michael will be working with NASA Langley Research Center on the Mars Electric Flyer internship project, researching and testing vertical takeoff and landing vehicles for future Mars explorations. In the fall, Michael will be attending Virginia Tech, studying mechanical engineering amongst the fellow Hokies. Congratulations, Michael. Can we give all of our scholars a round of applause? Got one more, hold on. Sierra Jones. And we need Superintendent back and Mr. Saunders and Mr. Samuels. Sierra Jones has a grade point average of 4.38. You'll find Sierra cheering with her heart out at the elite cheering sensation and singing with joy at Bethel Temple's Church and the Bethel High School Choir. Sierra is in the Governor's Health Sciences Academy at Bethel and looks forward to attending college and becoming a doctor. Congratulations, Sierra. want to take a moment to thank all of those who work behind the scenes to make an evening like this a success. I'd like to thank Aunt Kush for that wonderful invocation and for reminding us of the blessings that we have here in Hampton. And I'd also like to thank Amaria for sharing her experiences at Spelman and reminding us to keep our eyes on the prize. I'd like to thank Dr. Caggiano for serving as our MC. And also I'd like to ask Ms. Carlamon and Patsy Davis and Carolyn Bowers and Mrs. Dixon and Mrs. Height to stand and be recognized. They've all worked real hard to make this a special evening. And I know for those of you who have attended some of the academic excellent banquets in the past, that we had opportunity to kind of brag a little bit about VCU. This year we didn't have any VCU students. And so I know Mayor Tuck would be disappointed if I didn't say something about the 2011 Final Four, Go Rams. At this time, I present Dr. Smith for final comments.
Good evening. Let me start off by saying that it felt good standing beside greatness. Once again, please join me as we acknowledge our young people and all their wonderful accomplishments. I want to say, as superintendent, it has been an absolute pleasure to spend this time with you as we have celebrated your accomplishments, and certainly along with members of your family. So please stand. I would ask members of the family, please stand so that we can acknowledge you as well. So family members, thank you so very much for your support as well. Given these recognitions, I know, as Dr. Woods has already said, that the future is bright for us because our young people will certainly continue to lead the way. And so know that we are proud of you and your accomplishments. I'm confident that our young people know what Whitney Young once said, and I quote, "It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared." Again, it has been my pleasure to share this time with our young people and members of their families. Thank you so very much for joining us. And again, we wish you well. Thank you and have a good night.